Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Sports in American History. Nice book. But this is me closing the books on week 1 in fantasy football. Man, what a week 1. Man, did we go for a ride? Did we not go for a ride? Oh shit, we went for a ride. What? The ride just threw my ass around too. Just throwing me around like a... I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, listen, it's only week 1. Everybody's like, oh, for what? The people that are doing great, like, yeah, I got the best team ever. Look at me. I hope it goes this way all year. Then the people that lost are like, oh my God, my team did not execute. Oh my God, it's gonna, oh, can you want to trade? You want to take my first rounder? What do you give me? The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Settle the hell down. Okay? Talking to a person that got 7 touchdowns from Peyton Manning and lost week 1 and won the championship. Okay? Chill out. Not saying it's going to happen to you, but listen, as long as you make it to the playoffs, you got a freaking chance. Heaven forbid. I lost in one of my 2 leagues this weekend. Lost to the same person that beat me week 1 last year in my work league. We'll talk about that later in the next video. I'll probably put up tomorrow. But guess what? My point is this. I lost to him last year in my work league. And you know what? I made it to the playoffs and he didn't. Man, you guys got to chill out, man. You got to take a chill pill. A chill pill. Take 2 of them. But anyway, guys, hey, look at here. Want to monologue you real quick? I love the monologue. First, I was like, man, I don't know if I'll be able to monologue. Like, man, I love the monologue. You know, actually, I love to run my mouth. I just kind of really found that out about myself. But I actually be talking some real spell, though, you know? Just don't be running to shoot my mouth off. But yeah, man, it was an exciting weekend, man, and we saw stuff from the Chiefs. You saw Kadarius Toney. He was the butt of all jokes. He's up for an Oscar. He's up for an Oscar, okay? He's going to be a finalist. I don't care what you say. Who was next? Then you got Dallas Cowboys putting that shellacking on Giants. Look, man, they hyped us up, didn't they? Oh, didn't they hype us up good? Oh, Wallers, look, oh my gosh, the connection. And got mopped. They walked them down the field 1 time and got mopped after that. 0 points, Giants? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Then, from the Jets, winning again on 9/11. Too soon? Yeah. But, so, we're just supposed to believe that the Aaron Rodgers-less Jets, the Buffalo Bills cannot beat the Zach Wilson-led New York Jets. Supposed to believe that? Are we supposed to believe that? You got DeMar Hamlin all over there, Googling around. How many Monday night games were there last year? At least 2 of them, probably 3. But today was only, the week 1 was only 1. Why? Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to probably make a YouTube short out of this. Let me ask you guys a question. How come every time something extravagant happens, it's always on prime time more times than not? Why? Oh, let me guess, coincidence, right? Good old coincidence. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Every time. No, we're just going to put one on. We're going to have the Jets on 9/11. Give these guys something to be proud and happy about. Pay your dues, Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers, reportedly, I'm going to make sure I say that every time too, reportedly has a torn left Achilles and he's on IR. He's going to miss the season. So now it's up to third-year quarterback, Zach Wilson. Let me ask you guys a question about Aaron Rodgers. Do you think he should lay it down? Do you think he should come back next season? And it's going to be tough for him. Also, I want you guys to keep an eye for it if you see anything. Because I know it's going to be out there. I'm just telling you straight up. You guys know how I feel. You know how I believe. The easiest play to, how can I say that? I don't know if it's facilitate. The easiest play to execute with success is the kick and punt return. Because the camera is just on the player. It's not watching anybody else. You don't see you just see people running and see people getting blocked or looking like they get blocked. I want to break down that punt return. Now they're trying to say, they're trying to save face for Buffalo. Buffalo shouldn't have lost because the refs missed out on a penalty. You see how they always do that? And NFL they love to do that. Oh yeah. Well, wait a minute. It's the referee's fault. Typical NFL. Referee's fault. It's the referee's fault. You know what? Screw that. It's not the referee's fault. It's the entity's fault. It's the powers that be in the, at the top of the NFL. It ain't their fault. That's what they want it to happen. But they always blame the referees. Always. It's just like boxing. They blame the referees. But then you don't never hear about the referees getting fined, do you? Do you ever hear about the referees getting fined? Never. But let a player not wear the freaking right cleats. Fine. But yet, referees can mess up till the cows come home. Get the freak out of here. Gonna need people to start waking up, man. Waking up. Listen, man, I understand. We don't want to believe that something is tainted, that we've been bamboozled. Okay, we don't want to believe that. Again, it's like somebody, hey man, I saw your girl, man. She was at Buffalo Wild Wings with this dude. Man, my girl was at work, man. Hey, yeah, man, but I figured you're gonna say that, bro. But man, he got a picture right here. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of walked by and I took a little video too. You know what I'm saying? When I went to the bathroom. Now he mad. He mad at her and mad at you because you brought it to him. Like, whoa, it's a lose-lose. I mean, we boys. What you mad at me for? I ain't make her step out on you. See, people don't want to accept the truth. No, it couldn't be my girl. She broke me off good last night. So the hell what? That don't mean she's not at Buffalo Wild Wings. Or vice versa if it's a dude. Hey girl, I saw you with, not my man, not my man. They go to sassiness. People always they don't want to believe it. Oh man, hey. You see a whole bunch of texts on the phone. Dang, she done been to this dude's house and stuff like that. She done been in this dude's house. But you'll believe it when she says, a dude will believe it when she says, oh yeah, I went over there. I had no business going over there, but we didn't do nothing. We just sat and talked this and that. Then I left because I felt it was uncomfortable. We shouldn't have been there. I made a mistake, so I left. Dude will believe that. Why? Because he don't want to accept the truth. Now I know it might be sounding like extremes. At the end of the day, it's all deception, and people will be locked. The brain locks in, man. Programming, man. It's hard to deprogram. So you're telling me ever since I'm talking about myself, ever since I was 6, 7 years old, when my first team was Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6 and 7, before I finally saw the 49ers to change over, you mean all of that's just was so set up and staged? It's even worse now when money's involved. Man, look. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me rant. I'm gonna run through this quick. All right. No, I'm not gonna run through this quick. I'm gonna make this my own separate freaking video. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, because you guys are waiting for the waiver show. First, I want to let you guys know this is going to be. I had just recently got. How can I put it? I just started to create a Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page. I'll make a short again. I'll probably make a couple shorts about it. I want people to know. Now the reason why I'm letting people know because it's like care about the subscribers. I really don't care about that. I say it sometimes just to say it, but never like I made a short today about Bijan and them. I didn't say nothing about that. But anyway, it's a public Facebook page, Flawless Fantasy Football. You can come there, join the group. For the first 4 weeks, I will be doing my waiver wire video just like this one, and I'll upload it to YouTube, and I'm going to upload it to the group. But after week 4, from week 5 on, I will not be uploading it to YouTube. Look, your boy got stuff to do. Your boy got other stuff he passionate about. On the Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page, it allows me to just upload it there. I don't have to do all this editing and do crazy stuff. Not that I have to edit, but I'm able to have more time and it's easier. I can just upload it real quick. I don't have to do all these captions and tags and stuff because it's going to go right to whoever's in the community. So if you have Facebook or if you don't have Facebook, go to Flawless Fantasy Football if you so desire, because after week 4, from week 5 on, I will not be posting to YouTube. Because your boy got a life and boy got things to do. Okay, so look, I'm a producer of content. You got to come to where the content at if you want it. It's free. Just go ahead in there and join the group. All right. So there you go. So that's that. Question: do you guys think Aaron Rodgers should lay down or no? I don't know. You got to think. I think I asked you that before. I'm not sure, but that was the last little thing on here. Let's go keep y'all here. Got it. All right. Let's talk about quarterbacks. I'm sorry, guys, but man, that was the longest monologue I ever did. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's get to the quarterbacks, man. Man, there was some quarterbacks that popped off this week, man. That was probably free agents on a lot of free agents out there. And that was, let's talk about the first one, Mac Jones. Mac Jones for the Patriots. Man, he's put up, like, based on your scoring for, man, I'm just talking about, put up about 30 points. I'm going to say about, because it depends on the scoring system. He went 35 against the Eagles, man. He went for 35 for 54. Man, the dude had 3 touchdowns, threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Dolphins, he plays the Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys, and Saints next. So we got a nice little shootout next week. So if you're interested in Mac Jones, now look, in one of my leagues, I had Joe Burrow. Am I going to bench the B? No. If he burns me, he burns me. I just won't draft him no more. Okay? But I drafted Joe Burrow for a reason. I'm not going to be cute, try to go to Mac Jones, then Mac Jones put up a 17, then Joe Burrow put up a 32, and then I lose by 5. Now what? Okay? It's a team. It's not about one player, guys. Hell, I had Lamar Jackson, and he scored, like 8 points. And guess what? I won. It's a team effort. Mac Jones, but he's the number one waiver wire ad. In not particular order. I just kind of wrote these guys down. You kind of figure it out as we go. Jordan Love, next up. Jordan Love went 15 for 27 for 245 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Next 2 games are against the Falcons and the Saints. Man, Jordan Love, man. I mentioned in one of my videos as far as deep quarterbacks that could be something. But he did, man, he ate the Bears up, man. 245, 15 completions. So that had been the completions, but look, he looked good. He looked good. About 26 fantasy points. The dude did great. So he's the number 2 quarterback that can be picked up on waivers if you want to add some depth or want to add him to your lineup. Number 3, next, Derek Carr. Man, Derek Carr, he only had like 19 points, but versus the Titans, week 1. But he went 23 for 33, 23 completions, 20 for 30, 23 for 33. God dang, got a tongue twister. 23 completions, 33 attempts, 305 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Next 3 games, Derek Carr in the Saints plays against the Panthers, Packers, and Bucks. That ain't bad going 23 out of 33. That ain't bad. And number 4 is Mr. Brock Purdy. Mr. Brock Purdy, he did fine. He was around about 18, 19 fantasy points, depending on your league. I'm not going to talk much about Brock Purdy. I don't believe Brock Purdy was hurt last year, running around here like nothing. Steelers won. I knew they was going to win. I won $20 from my youngest son's mom because she's a Pittsburgh fan. She paid up immediately. You got to capitalize, man. When you see ducks out there, you got to get them. So quarterbacks for the week 2 waiver wire are Mac Jones, Jordan Love, Derek Carr, and Brock Purdy. Let's move to the running backs. Oh, man, there's a lot of juice going on with the running backs. First off, we're going to start off with Justice Hill. Justin Hill for the Baltimore Ravens. Versus the Texans, the dude, listen, he only had 8 rushes for 9 yards. He scored 2 TDs, so he had like 12 fantasy points. But he didn't rush well. Even, Gus had like 8 carries for 32. So he ran well, but for some reason they gave Justice Hill the goal lines, the juicy stuff. But hey, is that gonna happen? Move forward? It might. With J.K. Dobbins out for the year, unfortunately, I ain't drafted him in either one of my leagues. Love J.K. Dobbins. I missed on him maybe a few years ago, and the last Fly Like an Eagle league, and I missed out on him in the second round, but then. My homeboy got him, and he glassed out. And I always said, I don't think we're ever going to see JK. I don't think we're going to see it. And it just so happens, he didn't wait at all, man. He laid it. It wasn't his fault, but it was glass, man. It sucks. But Justice Hill, will he be something? Will they split? They talk about bringing Melvin Gordon up, and activating him and bringing him activating him to the active roster. So we'll see. Seemed like it might be a three-headed monster there, but we'll see. Week 2, they play against Cincinnati, so we'll see how that goes. I believe Lamar Jackson in Cincinnati, I think that should be a high-scoring game. I am hoping so, okay? So now the second running back is Joshua Kelly. Joshua Kelly, man, versus Miami, 16 carries for 91 yards and a TD. I think they're going to be sharing the rock over there. It's so many teams now that are sharing the rock. Chargers, Titans, it's so many teams. There's a couple other more out there that are just sharing the rock, man. It's like outside of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But that people didn't think they was going to share the rock. And they're sharing it. So people thinking that, my running back's going to be no, they're sharing the rock out there. So that's something to be thinking about. So Joshua Kelly had 16 for 91, and also Eckler, got a little nicked up. We'll see if he plays or not, but they play at Tennessee week 2, and I believe Tennessee still, got a legit defense. So we'll see. Especially they tough, But Joshua Kelly had 15 fantasy points. Good for him. And number 3, Kyron Williams. Man, versus Seattle, he snapped. 15 for 52, 2 TDs. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. The dude got the valuable touches. He made the most of it, and. Is it real? Akers was in there too. Is it real? Week 2, they play us against San Francisco, so that might come down a little bit to make them understand, but we'll see. Kenneth Gainwell is number 4. Kenneth Gainwell had 14. Kenneth Gainwell had 14 carries for 54 yards. Now he's the main guy for Philly. It's such a roulette. Swift didn't get into much juice. So all that love for Swift. Oh, Swift. Oh, give it to me. Nothing. Penny was a healthy scratch. Good for Gainwell, man. He deserved it, man. Too bad they didn't want to make him the man when I was off of him. So, hey. But Kenneth Gainwell, 14 carries, 52 yards. He only had 10 fantasy points, with the receiving and stuff like that. But, hey, good for him. I'm proud for him. He had like 4 catches for 20 yards. His next 3 games are against the Vikings, Bucks, and Washington. Next up is Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford for the Browns. That's another team that shared the rock. That's the third team. I knew that was another thing I'm thinking about. Versus Cincinnati, he rushed 15 times for 36. Now, that's not a lot. Okay? I believe the other team I was thinking about is Tampa, too, by the way. 15 for 36, but it's showing something that, he got 15 carries. He did fumble, so he only ended up with 1 fantasy point. But, hey, next 3 games are at Pittsburgh, then at Tennessee. I think they're going to freaking go take it to Pittsburgh, Cleveland. So especially with, the tight end and Deontay Johnson. likely out, missing time. So we'll see. My 6th running back, and listen, I'm just putting him on here because I love him. All right, I'm gonna tell you straight up, love affair, and damn it, it is what it is. But if he happened to be out of some of these basic leagues out there, Tyler Algier has no business being out there in actual competitive leagues. So, but if he is, because Mr. Tyler Algier, my dog, 15 carries for 75 yards. Just in case people didn't know, that was 5 yards a clip. Is my math right? Is my math mathing? I think it is. Maybe it's not, but I think it is. 5. Yeah, my math is mathing. Yeah, it's mathing. And 2 TDs. That dude had 23.9 half-point fantasy points, man. Made me feel good. Yeah. Had more points than old Bijan. Guess what? Tyler's not going any freaking where. He in my flex in my work league. Straight up. So, hey guys, I'm going to split this video. I'm going to make the wide receiver and tight end video coming up next. But I want to process this video so you can get to watching it, and the next one will be coming up soon. Make sure you check it out. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Let's get these lineups straight and crush them week 2. Make sure you check out, after this, come back and check up the wide receiver and tight end and defense video. All right, thanks for hanging in there, guys. Peace. And we are back. We are back with the wide receivers and tight ends for week 2 waivers. Let's jump right into it. You guys hung in there like champs the last video, so I'm going to reward you with getting straight to the point in this video. Let's go. Man, I'm going to tell you something. Everybody, wide receivers, listen, I got a handful of wide receivers here. Everybody's up on rookie Puka Nacua. Who the? Here's the thing. When people say, oh, I mentioned Puka 2 or 3 weeks ago, sure. Did you start Puka? No, you didn't. All right? Who the hell was going to? Nobody knew what the hell the Rams was going to do. But this guy went 10 for 119 on 15 targets. Didn't score a touchdown. He had 16.9 half-point fantasy PPR points. And it looked like he's in the Cooper Kupp role. Now, he plays, that was versus the Seahawks. Seahawks are hapless, man, I'll tell you. Next 3 games, though, they play against the 49ers, Bengals, and Colts. So, you think you're going to keep doing that? Or the 49ers going to tap that wrong? We'll see. But Puka, look, man, you can't get rid of the 15 targets. You know what I'm saying? He had it, 10 for 119. He's definitely because that's the thing. That's the beautiful part about him being out, Kupp. Nobody knew what they were going to do. That's why Kyron popped off. That's why Puka picked. Nobody knew what they was going to do. You don't know who to defend. So good for him. Hey, man, hopefully it continue. I think Kupp will come back, but anybody put Kupp in the line, I don't think he'll be good. They're going to glass out again. I'm not hoping that. I just think he's going to glass out again. Next up is Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick damn Bourne. Former 49er Kendrick Bourne. I mean, I like Kendrick Bourne when he was with the Niners. That made me mad we got rid of him, but I understand you can't keep everybody, right? But he went to Pats wide receiver. Kendrick Bourne was 6 for 64 and 2 touchdowns. He had 21.4 fantasy points, man. He did the freaking Eagles in. Dolphins, Jets, and Cowboys are the next 3 games. She might be a shootout. They letting old boy over there throw that rock in New England. So, hey, Kendrick Bourne might shake a little something. Because, at the end of the day, it seems like he had 11 targets, man. That's saying something. But you want to put him in your flex? What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So he's number 2. Number 3 is Rashid Shaheed. That young gentleman had 5 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown on 6 targets. And, man, I'm going to tell you something. He had 18.5 half-point fantasy PPR points. And next 2 games are against the Panthers and the Packers. Now, the thing is about him, you don't never know how that's going to be because, you got Olave as the one. You got Michael Thomas, Mr. Slant Boy still there. So we'll see what happens, all right? And number 4, but it's something to be looking at. Number 4 is the Rams wide receiver, Tutu Atwell. Now, Tutu Atwell, even he snapped. 6 catches for 119 yards on 8 targets versus Seahawks. Again, next 3 games are 49ers, Bengals, and Colts. Tutu. I thought about Tutu, but it's like, even if I picked Tutu, I was going to start Tutu. I was start Tutu. 6 for 119, that means something. Stafford had his best game in what? He threw for 300 yards and no TDs in like 2 or 3 years or something. Good for him. He's going to have to, he better bring his A game against my Niners though. So Tutu Atwell's number 4. Number 5 is Jacoby Myers, versus the Broncos. He went 9 for 81 with 2 touchdowns. He scored 24.6 fantasy points. So basically, Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers and the tight end scored too. So all the main freaking guys over there got juice. Now the thing is with Jacoby Myers, he is in the concussion protocol. Hell, it sounds like I got a concussion. He's in the concussion protocol, so you got to be careful about that. And how would they use him coming up next week? So Jacoby Myers is the number 5 wide receiver for now. So here go the 5 wide receivers: Puka Nacua, Kendrick Bourne, Rashid Shaheed, Tutu Atwell, and Jacoby Myers. Now, I did not put on this list because all these guys had great games. Are Romeo Doubs, Zay Flowers, Nico Collins had a good game. Look, the thing is, these guys should have been drafted. But if those guys are still out there, you can add those guys to the list too. Romeo Doubs, Zay Flowers, and Nico Collins. All right, now let's move to the tight ends. Tight ends. I doggone Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry did his thing. 5 for 56 and a touchdown versus the Eagles. Man, I don't know. Eagles defense supposed to be good. Dang, I don't know who that I was talking to about that. I know it's only week 1, but I said that the Eagles defense wasn't going to be good. I don't know who I was talking to though. You just don't have that type of back-to-back every year like that. It is week 1 though. It is week 1. But it was just some crazy crap happening in that game as well. 14-1 points for Hunter Henry. Next 3 games are against Dolphins, Jets, and Cowboys. So you got the Jets and Cowboys there, but Dolphins got a favorable matchup. So Hunter Henry, should be started again. I'm straight up, especially with the Jacoby being in the concussion protocol. That's a solid start. 14.1 points and half-point PPR. Congratulations, Hunter Henry. Number 2 is Hayden Hurst. Hayden freaking Hurst went 5 for 41 with 1 touchdown. 12.6 half-point PPR points versus the Falcons. It seems like the rookie is counting on Hayden. Next 3 weeks, Hayden Hurst is against the Saints, Seahawks, and Vikings. So, look, man, tight end is such a crap show. It's a mess. But, hey, that's all you need sometimes. Somebody go out there 5 for 45, and if they lay down on a touchdown, boom, double-digit points in half-point PPR. Number 3 is Donald Parham. Now, look, he only went 3 for 21 with a touch, but that's 9.6 fantasy point. Eventually, they're going to give it all to him instead of Everett because Everett's slow, right? And old, long in the tooth. So, Donald Parham scored 9.6 half-point PPR points versus the Dolphins. Shootout like crazy game. I didn't watch none of it. I was busy. I'll be honest with you. I missed the majority of the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games because I traveled to freaking Gainesville, basically get a part for my car from a freaking junkyard. And all the way over there to pay for $39 part, but I had to save me $230 because if I bought it from the dealership, it was going to cost me $261, and I wasn't doing that. So, I kept looking on my phone and stuff. I had a good time. I just drove and just some me time. Just me and the road, baby. Me and the road. So, Donald Parham. So, the 3 tight ends are Hunter Henry, Hayden Hurst, and Donald Parham. Hey, guys. Hey, you can throw them in there. It's tight ends. They're not gonna make or break your team. I don't think that's the case. The next three opponents for Donald Parham, they play Vikings and the Raiders. They play Titans, Vikings, and the Raiders. All right. So now I don't know what you guys have for defense, but I'm gonna give you guys a sneaky defense for week 2. All right? Sneaky defense. And that defense is Cleveland Browns at the Steelers. Because, look, Pat Freiermuth and Deontay Johnson will miss time. It's being said. They're going to miss time. So, I'm assuming it's going to be a low-scoring game. And they'll be able to tee off on the second. I don't think the second string, the second year running quarterback, I don't think Pickett's going to get it done against Cleveland, and Cleveland's going to run on them. And their options, their offensive options in Steelers are lackluster, in my opinion, especially when you're passing. So we'll see what happens. So my tight ends, again, are Hunter Henry, Hayden Hurst, and Donald Parham for the waiver wire. And my sneaky defense for week 2 is Cleveland Browns against the Steelers. Hey guys, see a quick video. Got you up out of here under 10 minutes. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If you didn't hear my last video, I have a Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page open to the public. Just got to go there and join. And you will, for the first 4 weeks, I'll be putting my stuff out on YouTube, but I'll also be dropping reminders that the Facebook page after week 4, starting week 5, it's all going to be on the Facebook page because it saves me time and it allows me to do other things. Okay, so I'm going to put the content out there, but after week 5, I won't put it on YouTube unless I want to do a YouTube short. If I want to do a YouTube short, I'll make the YouTube short and then, like that. Yeah. So I'll still make YouTube shorts. But outside of that, because YouTube shorts are quick, they could be anywhere from 1 to 2 seconds to up to a minute. But my content is going to be in the Flawless Fantasy Football Facebook page. It's free to join, no passwords or nothing. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Hey guys, check it out. It's not that big of a deal. It's only freaking football. It's only week 1. Come on, man. Stand up, man. Let's get it done. Have a little confidence. And how do y'all say it? Oh, man, what's that phrase I always say? Hey, man, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm getting too old. Have a strong level of conviction. I'm going to let Burrow and freaking Lamar burn their damn bridge. I ain't freaking bitching them. If y'all don't show up, I wasn't supposed to win. You weren't supposed to produce for me. It's okay. I ain't the only one that got you. Let's get it, guys. Flawless Fantasy Football. Get those waivers in. Peace.